you enjoy a relaxing cocktail outdoors followed by dinner? Or perhaps practicing your putting? Or enjoy a fine cigar with a view? You can have it all right here at Best Cigar Pub in Drums. Well, this is Dan Panaway. He's the head chef here at Best Cigar Pub. And Dan, this is quite the place. Before we talk about the restaurant, let's find out what we're making today.
Okay. With Father's Day coming up, we decided that we would show you how to trim and season a brisket.
Great.
And then we'll go from there. The best thing is start with a good quality meat. So what you have here is a hard piece of fat which won't render out. And it's on every piece of brisket.
Oh, okay.
So what you do is you just start by cutting that guy off, and you take this opportunity to season the bottom part. You don't need to season it as heavy because what I do is just salt and pepper.
Oh, okay.
Simple. You go a little heavy, but not too crazy on the bottom because you're going to lose a lot of it while flipping it. And
I
then
see.
transfer.
So this is the bottom part?
This is the bottom.
Okay.
I always start with the bottom.
Looks like a little bit of coarse salt that you're using?
Coarse salt and fresh ground pepper.
So we flip it over.
Flip it. So we're going to trim mostly the fat on the top part.
I see.
And a little bit of fat on the tail end. Tail's thinner, so it's going to cook quicker. So that fat on the top is going to keep it moist and help keep it from drying out.
Makes perfect sense, right?
That's a little rough, but that's kind of what you're looking for.
Okay.
And then again, we're just going to season it with salt and pepper. So time-wise on smoking things is hard to say because everything's a different size meat. So this will probably take between 12 to 14 hours of smoke. But what you're looking for is an internal temperature of like 201 degrees is where we pull it out because we think that's the point where it breaks on the meat the best.
Yes.
Everything's still juicy. Pull it out of the smoker, you're going to wrap it with butcher paper immediately so it keeps everything moist and lets that meat kind of settle.
Okay, chef, this looks great. What's our next step?
So our next step is cutting it. So brisket's tricky. You want to cut it against the grain of the muscle.
All right.
But brisket isn't the same all the way through, so you're going to actually cut up to about 2/3 of it.
Okay.
And then you're going to change your knife direction, cut this way.
Interesting. Okay, sounds good.
So you're going to start with this way, and then once you get up to this point,
yes.
So I'll cut in half right here.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the inside of that.
So then once you get up to this point, so you'll cut up that direction this way, and then you're going to turn your knife and come this way.
Okay.
And then you'll just see it kind of fall apart.
Chef, that looks fantastic.
So usually here, we'll serve it just as is, unless we're doing it in a special.
Yes.
Like I've done smoked brisket ramen, we've done sliders,
Nice.
we've done a whole bunch of different things with it.
Excellent. All right, now you have something else to show us, right?
I have a spicy barbecue that we're going to serve with this.
Okay, great.
All right. So this is going to be a spicy barbecue, but you could obviously leave out the habaneros and it's a good base of a regular barbecue sauce. You start off with butter in the pan, and as that melts, you're going to add your onions, chopped onions.
All right, beautiful.
And you're going to saute that down for a little bit. You don't have to caramelize them down too far because I like to still have texture.
Oh,
in it.
gotcha.
I'm going to throw in garlic now. I don't like to throw them in at the same time as the onions because they brown quicker. And at this point, we're going to throw in the chopped habaneros. This is about 4 to 5 habaneros chopped up with the seeds.
Oh, wow.
We're just going to let this go for a little bit. Let the pepper oils come out and let the onions cook down.
Okay.
So we're going to add a little spice blend that we do here. It's salt, pepper, garlic powder, curry, and cumin. And we're going to toast that a little bit, but not long because the spice will burn. This is regular malt vinegar, and we're just going to add that. And then we're going to add brown sugar. Because this is so spicy, I go a lot of brown sugar, so it gives it sweetness.
Oh, yeah.
So it still has flavor and
nice
still has
balance,
the heat.
right? Yeah. Okay.
We're going to dissolve all that, break down the clumps. You got to be kind of quick at this point, otherwise it will burn if you just let a big clump of sugar sit there.
So always stir it up.
Right. Keep it moving until you get your ketchup in there.
And there's our color, our barbecue color, right?
I'm just going to work it in. I always have a little extra in case you need to add more to it. And then we're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes and reduce down.
There's so much to talk about here. The first thing I think about here, it looks like a resort. It's got that vibe to it, that feel, that look.
Well, we started about a year and a half ago. We like to take comfort food and kind of make a little twist on it, and then we have a great bar.
Circling back, the whole place really started with cigars, am I right?
Right, yeah. We started off as a company in New York for cigars. Then they moved here to drums, and then it just kind of grew. We have a store. Come in, talk to any of our tobacconists, and then, you know, if you're a beginner and you're not sure what you want, you could talk to them, and they'll lead you down the right direction. This is just a variety of the stuff that we have on our regular barbecue menu. We offer for catering, and then we do barbecue weekends.
Beautiful.
We do smoked cauliflower heads, which you don't see that often.
No.
And then St. Louis style ribs.
So I understand for Father's Day you have some special treats for dads.
Exactly. Along with the great smoked food, we're running a gift for all the dads. It's an ashtray, a cigar lighter, and a cutter. We are located at Best Cigar Pub at 3 Hillside Drive in Drums.
Excellent. Chef, thank you so much for preparing this for us. This is really awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming down.
Thanks.